Have you given much thought to this is it for you last game? Last time you let it on the Clemson uniform?
Yeah, it really hit me yesterday before we flew down here. The last practice, and everybody was carrying us off the field. It was like, wow, that was it. And that was something new.
Last chance to look around the indoor practice facility, the practice field. That was it for you there too, right?
Yeah, it was. I looked over to Taj. I talked to the other guys, Sammy, Shatley, all the other guys, and I was like, wow, it might be the last place, that I will ever want to leave, but, I have to, so.
Ohio State has 40 sacks on the season. I think they lead the country in sacks and all. What have you seen from them, from looking at film and all, that they like to do and how they try to get pressure on the quarterback?
Well, they like to run a lot of games like everybody else, but I think what really gets them the sacks is their effort. They finish plays. They got high motor guys. They're good ball players, and we expect them to come out hard. So.
The thing I noticed is they got 3 guys that have like 6 or more sacks. Obviously you got Vic, and that's Vic does a good thing over there on the defensive side of the ball. But how difficult is it when there's not one guy you can focus on? It's a combination of a bunch of guys that are making those kind of plays.
Well, we take that in consideration every week, and we prepare for that during practice. Our guys are just as any guys in the nation, we think, so that we practice hard every week, try to prepare for them. Guys like 97, 63, all those guys are good ball players, but we think we have the same amount of talent as anybody else.
What would you rank them with some of the other defensive lines you faced this year?
I would consider them, one of the top defensive lines we play. Like I said, they're good ball players. That's why they're in the BCS game with us. They're up there.
When you look at them, do they stand out? Like, obviously you face some SEC defensive fronts, you face some ACC defensive fronts. Do they stand out because, everybody talks about the Big Ten is just big and brute and physical, or do they have a little finesse to them as well?
They're big, but they're not like anything we haven't seen. I think, we'll be ready. We've faced some good talent this year. I think we'll be ready. I think we're pretty solid on our practice. We practiced every week hard. I think we'll be ready.
Since you got Isaiah in there, how much more cohesive has this offensive line become?
I think we've gotten a lot, better, with communication and everything. He settled in the right tackle's position instead of me going back and forth and him filling in the left, or me coming in at guard. And we haven't played it this year, but I could. But I think him being at right has solidified the offensive line, and then the communication problem.
Is he ready to take over that spot for you at left tackle next year?
I think he will be. Yeah.